agreements and things. So they are not blood relations. Through wives, blood relations are born. So because it was the blood relation which assumes the greatest importance at such occasions, when somebody is challenging one's truth, so to sacrifice wives is just irrelevant here. It is one's issue. Now there, what Ahmad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did was, he included Hazrat Ali Karramallahu Wajhahu, who was not his descendant, but because of being very close blood relation, as well as the husband of the dearest daughter, he was included, because that inclusion was obviously an appropriate act to do. But truly speaking, Ahl Bayt, generally speaking, here again another division has come to my mind. Generally speaking, Ahl Bayt, the word Ahl Bayt includes wives and the whole family. So it is further specified here in this context. In contrast of Mubala, the wives are left out, and only the progeny and very close blood relationship are included. While according to the Holy Quran, we have also positive evidence from the usage of Holy Quran that among all, wives are included. For instance, Hazrat Lut was promised that his Ahl would be saved except his wife. That obviously showed that Ahl Bayt covered the word wives, otherwise there is no need for making any exception. And whenever a promise of saving the Ahl of the Prophet was made in Holy Quran, it always included the wives, except where an exception was made very clearly. So according to me, this word Ahl Bayt is to be studied in detail and applied according to the situation. It's not as limited as that, as Shias conceive it. As I have to mention the Holy Quran, verses of the Holy Quran, the usage by Ahmad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So when you look at it in larger perspective, the picture which emerges is that Ahl Bayt can mean wives and the household, children, everything. It can also mean spiritual followers who have no blood relationship. It can also exclude those of the blood relations who are not spiritual followers. And it can also be further limited to the exclusion of wives only to direct blood relationships and no more. So all these are facts, and they don't contradict each other. They are just in a larger denomination they fit in. Is it clear?
Yes. What were the details of that Mubahira, sir? It was against him.
Ahmad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when rejected, was ultimately permitted by Allah to challenge his opponents to Mubahala, and said, the Holy Quran told him to challenge them and to tell them to bring their families, their Ahl, and he would bring his Ahl along, and then pray to Allah that whichever party is false, it should be cursed by Allah. And then see the result what happens. So that was the occasion where the verse of Mubahala was mentioned. And only those who, according to traditions, were taken for that Mubahala, which were also surrounded by or enveloped by that sheet which is mentioned in this tradition. But I don't think actually the other party came from Mubahla. Really? Somebody can throw light on this? Hafsa? I don't remember any tradition where it is mentioned that the other party, the opponents, did come. Only Ahmad was ready for this. Now, the Nisana wa Nisarkum, according to the Shiites, perhaps that is the objection. The word Ahl is not used here in this context. Nisana wa Nisarkum is used. And according to some traditions, only those were taken along from Mubahla, which, as I have mentioned, were surrounded by that, enveloped by that sheet. So, because Mubahla did not take place actually, I think it has to be further investigated what did happen. Because it's impossible for Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to retain his wives with the knowledge that according to the Holy Quran, they are not worthy of being his wives. If the word Nisa, according to Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, covered wives as well. It was not only just a detail of Ahl. Then the situation would be that Allah told him to take his wives as well, because they were covered by the word Nisa. And he did not, because Allah must have revealed to him that they were not worthy of it. If that had happened, then he must have divorced them altogether, because then there was no Wajib Mutahara. So it's a very, very serious allegation against the Ummahatul Mu'mineen and against Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself. Because no other inference can be drawn from the Shia position but this. You understand the implications? So from this I infer that it's only the explanation of Ahl, the word Ahl in context of Mubahla, which we find here in this verse. And otherwise, you'll land into very serious problems.
So when they mentioned this particular hadith, they didn't mention this ayat al-Mubahila. They mentioned another ayat where Allah Ta'ala says that, O ye people of the household, Allah Ta'ala wishes to
Tathira. Yes,
yeah. And to indicate who were
those. I know that.
Yeah.
The verse is there, but again the point is that those Ahle Bayt are the same people who were taken from Mubahla, according to the traditions. So Yutahirukum Tathira is the promise about Ahle Bayt. And when Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is told to take his family members, Qul ta'ala قل تعالوا ندعو أبناءنا وأبناءكم ونساءنا ونساءكم ثم نبتهل ثم نبتهل. In this verse, according to the Shias, only those were included who were also included at the time of when the other verse was revealed. So this is why I am connecting both these. According to the Shias, and there is another verse where Allah Ta'ala promises that read the whole verse. The full verse. They are addressed as Ahle Bayt there.